Happy Valentine's Day 2020. I wanted to let you all know that I was wanting to wish you a happy Valentine's Day, and I wanted to basically explain a couple of things about forms of accessibility. Because of my disabilities, I'm not able to reach certain things. That's why I have some smart lights. The reason I'm getting into the smart lights that I have is because I have actually really struggled for the last couple of days just to get one of those smart lights to respond to my smart speaker. A couple of days ago, I got a knock on the door from my apartment complex manager, and her and her boss came in to do a pre-inspection. The pre-inspection that she had actually was to find out, if my apartment was clean, to see if it was safe. One of the things that she said is, oh, well, everything looks fine other than one of your windows in the living room, has your tree in front of it. Well, because of my disabilities, I can't just put my tree down and put it back up every year. So from when I lived in this apartment up to now, I've always had my tree that is been in front of my window. The thing is I was told by my apartment complex management that I needed to move it. Now, they sort of just expected that I would have the full ability, and I don't always have the full ability to do certain things. And so in a nutshell, I was trying to unplug my tree and unplug the one light, the smart light, the LifeX light that I have that was over in the corner. And when I did that, my tree fell over on top of me. And this was not yesterday, but the day before. When I was over there, I got the tree up, but because of the problems that I had, I was finally able to get a hold of someone who could get a hold of a person who was able to help me set my tree in the corner, and I found out that the stand on my tree broke as I was trying to slide it because it's made out of plastic. Those are forms of accessibility, which I understand the egress is important. In the past, I have had my manager come in and do other inspections where she would look at my tub and say, oh, it's not clean. Oh, your floors are not perfectly clean. But yet, I'm legally blind and I use a power chair, and I've actually tried very hard to sweep and mop my floors in the past, and reaching things like my tub is not a very easy thing either. The reason I'm bringing these things up and these issues is because some people just look at you and will expect you can just do something, and they don't always think about the fact that you might need to have someone else come over, and it might take a lot more time because not everyone can just drop what they're doing and come over on a whim. And I wanted to explain a little bit about why I've struggled so hard with the LifeX light. If there is someone who's a representative or has a direct connection with LifeX, the app is very inaccessible, unfortunately. And for someone who's legally blind, I have to have my print on my phone in large print. As I was going through the steps, I was missing things because the app is not designed to be as accessible as possible. When my print was in large print on my phone, it cut off a lot of things in the app as I was setting up my light, because it was unplugged for a while and it was not registering with my smart speaker. And it's very important to me because I can't always reach certain things. For example, my tree. Right now, it's just leaning in the corner. I was not able to get the lights to come back on it because they came out, and I have them set up so I can just, instead of trying to reach for the switch or the plugs to plug them in whenever I want the tree to come on or any other lights, I have the smart plugs and the LifeX lights set up to my Alexa. And so, for example, Alexa, Christmas on.
Okay.
Alexa, Christmas off.
Okay.
So right there, that is a form of accessibility. a lot of people don't realize accessibility is not just some kind of convenience. My goal is to teach people that convenience doesn't equal accessibility. Accessibility equals convenience. I actually have struggled because in order for me to get everything rearranged, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. I had to just start throwing stuff out because one of these days they're going to come and do their actual inspection with the state, I guess. And from what I understand is I ended up getting hurt in the process because I really didn't have anyone at the time that I could just call on a whim to help me move certain things. I did get someone, like I said, that did come and help me, but I want to let you know that it is very important that people think about what accessibility really means and how important it is. These, like right now, for this video, I have the Valentine, theme set up. So that's why the light behind me looks the way it does. But again, oh, and yes, I did want to not forget, but if yes, you are someone who is directly, with a contact with LifeX, or it would be really nice if there's a few upgrades you could make to your system. One would be to have a QR code on the side of the light so that all you would have to do is scan that QR code with your phone using the app, and it would know what that light is. It would know the name of that light. It would know everything about it. Then the other thing is making it so that your app has the ability of scrolling, even if, let's say, you have your print on your phone, your font in the largest print. It would be nice if you could make it so even if you had to put two fingers, on the screen of your phone and scroll up like that, scrolling up or scrolling left or right or in any direction, so that if there's something you need to click on, you can just, click, you could scroll up and then see the rest of the information below. I could not do that. I had to finally turn that down. And then the other thing is, if your app had a feature on it where it would actually give you the ability to shut off things like your mobile data, and it would tell you that right in advance, then it would help so much. Because when I tried setting up the LifeX light again to my network, it was giving me errors like, oh, there's no internet, and then it gave my lights like manufacturer name. And so I just hope that this helps anyone who does have LifeX lights and you're having a problem. And I wanted to show a little bit of the importance of what accessibility really means. So I'm sorry for kind of the rant, but I did have to basically say what I needed to say. But I hope that you have a very happy Valentine's Day. I hope that you're having a good Valentine's Day. And again, remember that accessibility is not just something that should be treated lightly. It should be treated with high intensity, because a disability is something we live with every day. I live with mine, and I struggle with mine just like anyone else may have their own ways of struggling with their own disabilities. I hope you have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment.